di giorno sempre d'intorno in giro sta, miglior cuccagna per un barbiere, gli dà più nome non lo si dà.
My name is Thomas Umfried. I'm the Senior Resident Designer. This is the Department of Theater Design and Production. And we're responsible for the design and the production and running the shows for an opera department, a musical theater department, and a drama department, and soon to be a dance department. And this is the opera, The Barber of Seville, one of the 5 most popular operas ever performed in the world. And this is the load-in or installation of the opera, and we do this process in 1 or 2 days. This is a 1-day load-in, and we're doing quite well. We're ahead of schedule. That's because the show is built to tour. Normally our shows don't tour, but this was built to tour, and because of that, it was built as a giant puzzle.
Well, my name is Steve Miller. I'm the Associate Technical Director here at the University of Cincinnati. A road show takes a fair amount of additional material and different types of materials because of the longevity issues. This is something that's going to last for 5 or 10 years, go on and off trucks, which is very hard on scenery. It can be damaging, it breaks things apart, so we welded a lot of this scenery out of steel, covered it with plywood, and then the paint texture we applied is a fairly expensive process we did to make sure that it would stay stuck on there. A lot more money goes into hardware and connections and making sure that it can come apart and go back together easily and consistently, where a regular set we build might just use a wood screw. Now we use a bolt, things like that on a much larger scale. Sort of the other part of what I do is the logistics of what we do with this show once it's done being built and we're done using it. It's going to go from here to a truck that sits on our dock, and in a month or so it's going to go to a storage warehouse. And from what the pictures we've taken here and the set shots that we'll be taking professionally, we'll advertise this production on an Opera America website, and then hopefully we'll sell this thing around the country and get a little bit of money out of it.
Hi, my name is Chris Weir. I'm the Technical Director for the Barber of Seville. Today during this load-in, my role is basically to oversee the crew loading in the set, supervise all elements of technical installation of this show, also to direct my 2 assistant technical directors in running the crews for the load-in, and making sure that it's installed not only the correct way that the designer spec'd, but also safely and in a timely manner.
I think what we do very, very well is big, professional grade shows. You know, what you're seeing here will stand up next to anything in the city of Cincinnati, and you know, a lot of the companies I've worked for, we built this quality to go nationally. You know, La Jolla Playhouse does not have nicer scenery than we have. So from that perspective, they're seeing a whole lot. The hands-on experiences they get vary a little bit from student to student. The young man who TD'd this show, yeah, he's going to be ready to move on to, you know, a middle management job in a good-sized scene shop or an assistant technical director in a regional theater. He's very well prepared to go out and work professionally.
Absolutely. This has been a fantastic experience for me, not only because this is actually pretty large set for an academic environment. So this has prepared me to do a lot of different things besides just going into the academic areas of theater. This has probably prepared me more to go into the entertainment side of the industry, which is where I'm looking to go when I graduate.
This is a conservatory, and this is different than, for example, any other regional school, Ohio State, Ohio University, Indiana University, because this is a conservatory and it stresses professional practice, and we try and emulate as close as we can as an educational setting all the environment that students would encounter in a professional regional theater or an opera house in the United States.
I'm Hope Shangle. I'm a freshman dramatic performance major, and today for the load-in I did a lot of stuff. I fixed a lot of these walls to the ground. I used a pneumatic ratchet, and that was pretty cool. I fixed a lot of those jars up there. I was basically the go-to girl for a couple of things, no big deal.
I teach a class called Intro to Stagecraft, and every quarter we get a new batch of mostly performers that come in from drama and musical theater. I don't seem to get any dancers and I don't get any opera singers. I do get a few e-media folks and regular U-College people, and if they can make the time commitment, they're more than welcome to stay. It's a 15-person class. They build scenery in the scene shop. All of this stuff that you see is built by students. None of this is professionally built other than the shop foreman and myself. So they're hands-on building all of this. They do that. Then for one show per quarter, they come in and install this called a load-in. They then have to crew the production for a week. Certainly it gives them appreciation of the work that goes into it. It lets them know that the people that are backstage are not idiots, that they're there to support them and help them, and when they're in that role, it's easier for them to understand that.
We have to do 4 hours a week of lab time, 2 hours each day. No more, no less is needed, but you can do more because that's really nice of you. And then we have to do 1 full load-in and 1 full strike, and we have to run the show as well. And that's a lot of time, but I believe that it's completely and totally necessary due to the fact that I have a great respect now for the people that do this for their job and for their career, and will be doing all of this for me for a lot of my shows that I'll be doing.
Well, it's good to know how it all comes together, and I think it's actually very good for the program that they make all the freshmen take tech prod and do a load-in and work in the scenic part of it, because it's one of the most important elements. Granted, I will say that mine's the most important, you know, because that's mine, but in the sense of, like, without the set, that's what complements and what puts everything together. So it's very important that everybody knows how it all comes together, how it all works, that everything, they get to see how the construction and the put together happens.
As a department, TD&P, Theater Design and Production here, is a very passionate artistic group, and we really enjoy the work we do, and we feel that what we're putting out is a high quality product. Not only the scenery that you see behind me, but the students that we put out. I think both of those are a high quality, and that coupled with the projects we get to work on, it's really an exciting place to work.
It's their work, the painters, the engineers, the technical directors, the people who build the set and finish the set, who make my design become a reality. And you're seeing their work and clapping for them just as much as you're clapping for me, because I know you're all going to enjoy the Barber of Seville.
Figaro, sono qua. Re Figaro, sono qua. Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro qua, Figaro là, Figaro su, Figaro giù, Figaro su, Figaro giù. Sono fortissimo, sono molto sono il fango della città, della città, della città, della città, della città. Figaro, bravo, bravissimo, a te fortuna, non mancherà, a te fortuna, non mancherà, sono il factotum della città, sono il factotum della città, della città, della città.